Welcome to Mobile, Alabama. We're actually in Saraland, but we're technically in Mobile. It is almost game time, almost about 48 hours away from Southern Miss versus Rice in the LendingTree Bowl. We will be saying these again on our podcast that will come out Friday morning, but since we're here, we thought it'd be cool to do it in person, and you could see our faces. Bold predictions here on 4th Street. I'm Dude Mixon. That's Austin Lindsay. That's Jackson Howell. Austin, get bold. Saturday, 4:45 in Hancock Whitney Stadium, 10 miles from here. Southern Miss versus Rice.
Getting bold. My biggest bold prediction is that, a lot of these guys are leaving, especially a big-time senior wide receiver named Jason Brownlee, of course. So why not go bold with a guy that's been bold all season, balling out in the bowl? I'm going to say Jason Brownlee has 8 receptions for 150 yards plus. Because why? It's his last game, and this is a stellar player with the NFL talent and professional talent that he has. And we'll see if he gets drafted or not. But I think he wants to go out on top, and, of course, to the top with Southern Miss.
Going with Jason Brownlee, getting his season high, I believe.
No,
So,
it's not season high. His season high is 178, so he still has a while to go.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, who did he get 178 against?
Is that Troy? He was the only guy. It may have been Troy. He was the only guy who caught passes that game.
I don't think they threw for 178
I
yards
don't
against.
think they did either, but I don't know.
I don't know.
No, wait. I got
Well-
my stats wrong.
well,
Go
okay.
Go ahead. That was Frank Gore with 178 until he broke it with 199.
Yeah, rushing yards.
rushing
Not
yards.
receiving.
Not receiving.
Okay.
It's going off
It
the
was
rails.
123. My bad. 123.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would be a career high.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Let me
All
fact
right.
check it.
Jackson, what's your bold prediction for Saturday?
All right, I'll see your Jason Brownlee, and I'll raise you Trey Lowe also. These are two guys. We know that Jason Brownlee's leaving for sure, but we don't know if Trey Lowe's leaving. We have a feeling that he might, so I'm going to include him in this. I believe that Trey Lowe will throw 3 touchdown passes to Jason Brownlee Saturday. I'm not going to predict yards, but I think Jason Brownlee's really going to use this last game to prove that he is a real red zone threat, maybe a bunch of fade routes where he just goes over a guy and mosses him, as they say. And I think they'll have a good connection come Saturday, and I think that will lead the way to maybe a successful offensive performance by the Golden Eagles.
I feel like I'll copped out, pick Brownlee. I'm going to go defense. I think the defense is going to have a great day, able to show their talent against another opponent that's, not prepping them right, and a lot of veteran talent on this team. As we talked about earlier on a video that you can go watch this, if you're watching this, about our defensive key to the game. Malik Short saying whether or not he could come back. We have a couple of other defensive players who are coming back, and they might even be stronger next year, which is crazy to think. But I think the defense is going to hold Rice to a shutout through 3 quarters. So 3 quarters, 0 points for Rice. So that's my bold prediction. I'm not going to predict the shutout because every time I predict a shutout, it ends up being 48-45 final score. So I'm not going to predict a shutout, but I'm saying 3 quarters of the game Southern Miss shuts out Rice. So that's our bold predictions here. Oh, you have one more thing?
Yeah, just to fact check it. Brownlee, season high, 123 yards, 6 receptions against Coastal. That was a couple weeks ago.
So it would be a season high in yards for you and a career high, and it would be a season high and career high for touchdowns for you. And for me, I'm just like, okay, maybe they'll shut him out. So I'm less bold, but that's our bold predictions. We'll all be there Saturday. Southern Miss versus Rice, 4:45. That's Jackson Howell. That's Austin Lindsay. I'm Dia Mixon.